and good day to you. I am here to talk about makeup brushes today. I know it's something that a lot of ladies don't invest money into or are scared of them, would nowhere near buy a full set. So I thought I'm going to do very brief description with every single one of them, what you do with them and how you use them, so you are happy to know which brush to use for what, and possibly invest money into good brushes, or maybe buy a whole set that sometimes come in the packages like this. You've got them all in there. I took them all out, so they're all gone. However, we have actually a little compartment in here where you can put all your makeup, which is really handy. So what we do with the brushes and what to use them for what. So obviously it massively depends on what you're putting on your face. Start off with, are you a powder girl? Are you a liquid foundation girl? Are you a CC cream girl? Are you into contouring? Are you on full on? So it depends entirely what is your bag, what you're doing, how much time you have. That's the brushes you're going to need. So if you are a powder, mineral powder girl, you do need kabuki brush, which are either like this or they are like this, depending what you fancy. We do have this one in Arbonne. It's nice and compacted one, or I previously used one of these, which is nice and soft one. I prefer this one. However, this one is pretty cool as well. It doesn't absorb as much powder in the brushes, so you don't actually lose as much. What you do with them, with the brushes, you take the powders, you take the lid off, you actually pick up fair amount of powder into the brush, and then you work it into the lid. So you work the powder into the brush, so you have a fairly even layer in the brush, and then you, by circular movements, apply it to a whole face. You might need to do that once or twice, depending what coverage you're looking for, but that's what you do with them. I do have a full makeup one, so I'm not going to show you, but that's what you do, circular movements. You can, with for example, liquid foundation, you can either apply it straight onto the fingers and put it on the face, or you can actually use one of these brushes. Most of them actually do say on them what it's for. So this one does say liquid foundation. So what I would do is apply a little bit on the back of my hand, take the brush and work the foundation into the brush again and apply it to the skin. It's very precise. It works its way very well into the skin, and it doesn't get your fingers very sticky. So that's very good, very popular as well. So that's that one. Oopsie, that's that one. Nice and flat one. What's popular recently is, when you can see them quite a lot, are these little sponges. They're very good for liquid foundations as well. They're only used for liquid foundations or for any type of blending or contouring. What you need to do with these, you need to wet them. So put them under the running water, squeeze all the water out of it so it's just damp, it's not wet, and you do exactly the same thing. You apply it on the back of the hand. You can pick it up with the brush, or you can apply the foundation all over your face, and you, by circular dabbing motions, blend the foundation all across your face. So as that one needs to be washed, so just bear it in mind, with soap and water, not a problem at all. So that's our foundations. We then have 3 approximately brushes for eyeshadows. Here we go. The widest one that's in your set, or if you are 2 or 3 colors eyelid girl, you need at least 2 brushes. You cannot really do it very well with just one, so please invest money into the good eyeshadow brushes. The largest brush is applied for the all over eyeshadow, which would be with the lightest color. So normally with the lightest color all around the eyelid is the widest brush. With a slightly smaller brush, it's the darker color. So it's the one that goes either all over the eyelid, depending how good eyelids you have, you can use the slightly wider one, that's not a problem. And then with the darkest color, that goes literally into the crease, or if you're doing a little bit more colors applications, is this smaller one. It is a brilliant one. So that needs to be done for the darkest color. You put it in, and then you can swap them again, reapply the lighter color and blend it all in. There are quite a lot, and I do have another set in here. Brushes that are like this, slightly fluffy. They're all blending brushes. So literally with the eyeshadow, you just go over and over and over and over until the eyeshadows, the colors are very nicely blended in. So they're one of these fluffy ones as well. We do also have these slanted ones. So that's either for applying eyeshadow to the eyebrows. So if you're filling up your eyebrows, you've got nice and slant in there, you can turn it obviously around when you're doing the other side. Or this is done for the darkest color that goes the closest to the eyelashes as an eyeliner. What we can do with a lot of eyeshadows is, well, we can actually wet the brush, so you make the eyeshadow much deeper color and much more precise. So you can apply it to the eyeshadow and you can actually do very nice eyeliner with it as well, hence it's slanted. So that's eyeshadows. We do have a slant brush as well. Most of and all of the slanted brushes are done for cheeks, for blushers. So you get your blusher, you pick up a color, again circular movements or side to side, and you apply it to the cheekbone, literally from here about halfway down your eye to about there. Movements like this on both of them. You can apply it again, but that goes literally on the cheeks. A very nice brush. They're lovely and soft as well. Okay, we do also have concealer brush, which is these ones. So if you are a contour girl, you can use a concealer brush, or you also have those kind of brushes that are amazing for contouring as well. This one is used for the dry blushers, so that for that one. Or if you don't fancy this one, you can actually use the blusher brush. You just squeeze it as much as you want, so you make it as thin as possible for slanting. Apply the bronzer and you can do the contouring with that one. Contouring is another thing altogether. We can do another video about that one. So either use the blusher brush for contouring, or you can have brushes like this in the kit, so you know what they're for. They're literally for contouring. Back to the concealer brush, you again have a slightly smaller one, which if you say applying it under your eyes, a lot of people got dark circles, you literally brush it in right under the eye, so you fill up the whole color, because most of the people, if they do have a dark circles, it goes all the way under the eyeliner. And this one is again just to blend it in with the rest of the foundation all across the cheek, so you are comfortable and happy. It's not massively visible. So that's what they are for. Okay, now we have the biggest brush in your kit, which is either like this or like this. Doesn't really matter. For me, the bigger the better. That is for the setting powder. That's for the final powder you're applying to the face. And it's pretty much exactly the same applications as we did with the powder, the mineral powder as a foundation. You pick it up with the brush onto the, from the pot, sorry, to the brush, work its way in into the lid, and then apply it to the whole face, absolutely everywhere. So you beautifully set the whole makeup as you meant to. You may need to do it again. So that's the biggest one. Some kits also have a last but not least, and they're like this. There are lip brushes. They're pretty much for the professional uses only. Normally we don't need to use them because we can apply the lipstick on straight from the actual lipstick. But these are done for the lips because they can be washed between customers and dabbed onto the lipsticks. So that's what these are for. So here we go. That's pretty much everything. I do have one more thing in my other set, which is one of these. I think pretty much everybody knows what these are for. These are for the eyebrows. So if you want to sort your eyebrows out, they're going all over the place, you can use these one. Our eyebrow pencil actually have one of those circle brushes in the back of it, so that really helps. And this one is for the mascara. So if you're using mascara that's not separating the lashes for you very well, you can actually go like this between and separate them, work with them. So that's what this one's for. Here we go. That's all a very quick 10-minute session on the makeup brushes. Anything else, if you want to know, shout me, message me. And just to let you know, we sell these if anybody wants to for about £35, and they're all vegan, so none of these come from any animals. So here we go. Have a fantastic day, everyone. Bye.